And we've kind of been spoiled, haven't we, by what's happened, particularly those 2 seasons where they were extraordinary. But that is, in terms of that kind of thing happening, that's the outlier. That kind of thing is not going to happen again, realistically. It's never going to be that good again. We're never going to have that feeling again. And right now, Ipswich Town are 5th in the table without really playing that well in what looks like a fairly average league.
Yeah.
And is that okay? I mean, they're going to more than likely be at least in the playoffs. Now, you can then argue, well, they've spent loads of money and this, that, and the other. And obviously, expectations are much higher than they were. But surely we want a team that's competitive more than anything else and is likely to be involved in, the sharp end of the season. So have we just been spoiled by what's happened? And now we're expecting nothing else other than a tremendous season where they barely lose and go up is kind of seen as not good enough now. And that's, generally speaking, that doesn't really happen in football that often.
No, I mean, I had a look at it. This was an opportunity again to win 3 games in a row that slides by. They still haven't done that since that night against Southampton at the back end of the promotion season. Kieran McKenna says it's difficult to win games consecutively in this division. I had a look through it. I think Ipswich are the only team in the top 7 that haven't won at least 3 in a row or more this season. So it can be done, and Ipswich should be in a position to do it with the squad that they've put together and the money they've spent. I mean, I talked about it. It's 5 defeats now this season, which is 1 fewer than the entirety of that promotion season. And it feels like we're destined to never quite escape comparisons to that year. And this is the big problem where you talk about, have we been spoiled? Yes, because, and I felt this from very early on in this season, nothing is going to really top that in terms of it being the perfect storm of a decade or so of apathy and pain and nothingness, and then it all coming together in the way it did, and the style of football and underdogs and
the players,
players. And that's what's kind of against Ipswich at the moment. The fan base are always going to compare that, and it's a fair comparison because people say we could have kept that, we could have still had that this season. Could we have done more to keep Morsey, Chaplin, Wolfie, Burgess, etc.? And might it have been different had that been the case? We'll never know. I'm not sure it's particularly healthy to keep looking back on that. We are where we are. I thought I got a feeling after Stoke that there was a bit more of a bond strengthening between the fans and this team, but it's never quite getting there at the moment, is it? It feels like that's another little step back, as you say, at the weekend. So